Arousal non-concordance is a term I was introduced to by the total mega babe Emily Nagoski, a sex educator and author of this book, Come As You Are. She did a TED Talk 3 years ago that honestly changed my life, where she talked about arousal non-concordance and unwanted arousal. Arousal non-concordance is, simply put, a lack of consistency or concordance between your mind and body's responses when it comes to desire and arousal. It's when your physical body responds with arousal to something you yourself as a person do not find sexually appealing or desirable, or when your body does not respond with arousal to something you yourself as a person are really turned on by. It's why you can be really in the mood for sex, but still need a bit of lube or struggle to maintain an erection. It's also the reason a person could find themselves with an erection looking at a basket of donuts. Or on a more serious note, why a person could find themselves displaying physical symptoms of arousal or pleasure during a sexual encounter that is not wanted and not consensual. It's one of my favourite discoveries when it comes to sexuality, and I want everyone to know what it is and what it means. Arousal non-concordance is why your body can respond to stimuli it perceives as sex-related when your mind doesn't want or like it. It's why Pavlov's dog salivated at the sound of a ringing bell. It didn't want to eat the bell, but its body associated the sound of the bell ringing with food. Does that make sense? We currently live in a world that doesn't acknowledge that a man can be raped by a woman because we believe that rape requires penetration. And we've also been taught, wrongly, that men want sex all the time, and that if a man has enough of an erection to make penetrative sex possible, then he must have wanted and enjoyed it, because an erection equals desire, right? Wrong. Super wrong. Not true at all. Hardness and wetness don't always equal desire or readiness for sex, and they definitely don't equal consent. Just because you aren't wet doesn't mean you're not feeling desire. And just because you're not hard doesn't mean you can't enjoy loads of other kinds of sex. But being hard or wet don't automatically mean that you're ready for or even want penetration to happen in a consensual sexual interaction. And feeling arousal during a non-consensual experience definitely doesn't mean that you wanted it. So, listen to your inner self when deciding whether to have sex or not, and don't worry so much about your body's messaging being a bit wonky sometimes, because it's all normal.